Welcome, y'all.
Hey, Kyrstin.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. And Brianna.
Hello.
Bree.
I'm here.
Kiki. On camera for the first time, Brianna?
Yes.
You've been on camera
Some
before.
nerve-wracking.
She's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it and I just was like, oh.
That face when you
That
watch
was
it
the
back
face.
is
Yeah, I
going to
was
be even better. Hannah's behind the camera for us today.
Whoop, whoop.
And we have to give her congratulations because she just passed the first part of her CPA exam
Yeah.
while planning a wedding, too.
She's
shit.
amazing.
She's the shit, as they say.
Yep.
All right. Anything new with y'all? What did we have to... I need to find a nut. I know that we were just
Looking
talking
for a
about
nut.
that. My nut fell off of my clapper.
I lost my nut.
You should have did the granny welcome, y'all.
Damn. I always forget about the granny welcome.
We were talking about the first time you were on the podcast.
Yes.
Kyrstin, you had a fetish.
That was the leaf guy.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say you had a fetish. You were here for an episode which involved a fetish.
Yes.
And
It was a
today,
weird fetish.
This one is a fetish. Not so weird, but we're going to bring it full circle and do a fetish. But how long have y'all two been? We were talking about this on the podcast. Y'all been on it for at least a year.
a year, yeah. At
Yay.
least.
So,
Okay.
We'll have to celebrate
Yes.
our anniversary.
Cheers.
Our podiversary.
Cheers.
Clink, clink.
Podiversary.
Podiversary. Okay, sad news, y'all. I didn't win Best Female Host, but I appreciate all of you who voted and nominated and then got selected for voting and did. We're going to win it next year.
Yep.
Yeah. And when
Damn right.
when I get my trophy in for being nominated, I'll put it on camera so everybody can see it.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yes. so humbling and such an honor to be
Do you know
nominated.
what they look like? Have they showed you?
I do
pictures?
not. No.
Ooh, surprise.
I hope it looks like a microphone.
I
That would
would-
be kind of cool.
Yeah,
What
that
I'm
would be cool.
envisioning. So
Yeah. All right. We are going to go back to 1969.
Mm.
no,
I was
wrong year.
barely born.
Barely born.
I was
Barely.
1968.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is when the story's going to end, 1969. Sesame Street first debuted in 1969.
Really?
Nice.
It's only slightly younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. And I think it's still going.
I was just about to say, is it still going?
Well, I'm 55, so it's been around
a long
54
one.
years if it's still going.
Yeah.
That's probably longer than Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Yeah.
had to guess.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Okay. San Francisco Giant Willie Mays became the first Major League Baseball player since Babe Ruth to hit 600 career home runs.
Nice.
That's a lot of fucking home runs.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about money in 1969. Average monthly rent,
Oh God, I can only imagine.
200.
$135.
That'd be so nice.
The average cost of a house,
100 and something. It's not a lot.
$15,500. I got you fucked up right there.
You got me real ass fucked up. You can't even get a car for that now.
No, and I didn't write down the car, but I think the average price of a car was like $3,000,
Yeah.
$3,500, something like that.
I'd like to buy my car in cash like that.
Right.
That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
So today we are going to talk about a man named Jerome Henry Brudos.
Brudos.
He's going to be Jerry for the rest of the story.
All right.
Not
Okay.
Jerome.
Jerome.
Jerry was born on January 31st, 1939.
Okay.
He was born in Webster, South Dakota. South Dakota. Is that the one?
Dakota.
Or is that who I'm thinking of? That makes sense. No, that's Fargo, North Dakota, huh? Anyway, sorry, I was off in my brain by myself. On that, y'all are too young to know what I'm talking about. Okay. Jerry was the second child. He had an older brother named Larry.
Larry and Jerry.
Come
Larry
on,
and
Mom
Jerry.
and Dad. Do we have to rhyme our kid's name? Maybe he was Lawrence and they called him Larry.
Probably. But Jerome?
Yeah. I don't know.
Larry and Jerome.
Yeah. Lawrence and Jerome, maybe. Anyway, Larry was the favorite
Of course.
of Mom.
He's the oldest?
Yeah. She didn't pay much attention to Jerry.
Yeah.
And
that
That's terrible.
Dad was pretty disconnected. Like, what? I mean, fuck it. It's 1939. Dads went to work. Moms did everything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything else. So I'm not surprised that he was disconnected.
Yeah.
The family moved around a lot. So Jerry never really had any friends. Like, he didn't really have so good social
No
skills.
roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Jerry was 5 years old, I don't know why he was in a junkyard, but he was. I guess his mom
What?
was just like, I really like your brother better than you. Go outside and play.
Maybe.
But
That was her sweetie boy.
I mean, he was in a junkyard, a dump, whatever you want to call it, and he found a pair of shiny high heel shoes.
Oh, God.
Okay.
What's the name again?
Jerome Henry Brudos.
Okay.
Jerry Brudos is the
Jerry
name.
Brudos.
That you, if you were.
Is this
to
a
Google-
relatively famous?
I had not heard of it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And I think it's just because of how old the story is.
Because there's one on one of the shows that I just recently watched. But I'll tell you if it connects.
Okay. Well, his mom was conservative and she never had shoes that looked like this. So when he found these shiny, posh shoes, he was in love. Mm-hmm. He took them home. His mom found them. She didn't approve.
I guess not.
Oh, yeah.
She burned the shoes.
Oh, no.
So
That broke his heart.
Yeah. So some, I guess, doctors, psychiatrists would say that this is like the point that altered his future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In the early 1950s, remember he was born in 39, the family moved to Oregon. I'm thinking, I don't know the exact date, but I'm thinking he's like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Something like that. His obsession with high heel shoes expanded to women's underwear.
Uh-oh.
And the way he would collect the undies, he would go throughout the neighborhood and the clothes were drying on the clothesline.
Oh, no.
And he would steal them.
Free for the picking.
Yes. I mean, you can
At least they were clean.
You can just picture it. You know, you got your granny panties there. You might have a lace pair here and there. I mean, it's the
Like the
fit.
grannies with the lace trim on them.
Oh.
So get this. After he would steal them, he would wear them. He would play with the underwear. I mean, like you said, they're clean at least.
Yeah. Thank
Sounds
God.
like a typical man, though.
So but
What?
wearing them or playing
with them.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. I was like, the wearing sounds typical. We might need to do a sideshow about this.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So Jerry, the fact that he enjoyed the wearing, he kind of confused him,
Well, yeah.
but he was aroused. So
Yeah.
Like this feels so wrong, but so right at
Yeah.
the same time.
yeah. So stealing high heel shoes and panties made him feel powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Cross dresser in the making.
Never know. So the panties and shoe theft satisfied him for a while. You know, you get numb to that shit and then you got to amp it up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So the next thing on his to-do list is he wants to get a naked girl and take pictures of her.
Get her?
Wow. So
Well, I
that
mean-
to that?
Yeah.
God. That's a,
Pictures of naked girls next. I don't know. Maybe somewhere in there he found a Playboy and I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Can't get every detail.
I don't
from
have
it.
every detail.
Yeah.
So he got a 17-year-old neighbor girl to come over to his
The
house.
neighbor.
And he took a knife to her.
He could have
And-
axed. Maybe. She might have.
She might have been a freak.
She might have.
No. He threatened her with the knife. So she took off her clothes
Mm-hmm.
and he took pictures of her.
Okay.
And this made him realize he could control women and get them to do whatever
Oh, here we go.
he wanted. The girl never told anybody
I bet not.
about the incident.
She would have been ruined.
Also, today you couldn't get out of his house fast enough and go tell someone.
Yeah.
Back then, it's the 50s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's shame.
Yeah,
shame.
she would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
ruined. Her reputation would have
She
been
would have
done.
been the
Tainted.
one in the wrong kind of
Exactly.
thing. Yeah.
That's exactly
You
right.
shouldn't have even looked at him. It's your fault.
Why were you in a boy's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 months after this happened, he kind of ups it the ante a little bit more, and he sees a girl. She happens to be 17 as well, on the side of the road, and he like pulls over. Hey, I'll give you a ride, and you know,
Sure.
a ride home.
How
And,
old is he at this point?
You
think?
I think he's also around 17 by this point. Yeah,
He's driving.
yeah, he's driving. So he's
But
at
they
least
were able to
16.
drive younger.
Yeah.
True.
He's at least 15.
Yeah.
Maybe even 14,
Yeah.
depending on the
It-
state.
Yeah. It was young then.
Because in Louisiana, back when I was a kid, you could get your learner's permit at 14.
Yeah.
So, okay. He told her he would take her home, but of course, he didn't take her home. And y'all don't young ladies don't get into anybody's
Ever.
car.
Ever.
And don't pick nobody up.
No.
No. He drove her to an isolated location and he attacked her. Now, he wanted her to take her clothes off so he could take pictures, but she would not
Good for her.
comply. She would not do it. So that sent him into a rage.
Well, yeah.
And he beat the living hell out of her. Brutally attacked her. Luckily, there was some people nearby that heard the attack going on and called the police.
Good.
So he didn't get away with it this time.
Good.
But he didn't like the fact that he couldn't control her, you know.
She wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, instead of putting him in jail, Jerry was committed to a psychiatric hospital.
Oh.
Yeah. While he's in the hospital, they determine he has sexual deviation with fetishism
Oh.
and that he might also have schizophrenia.
Oh.
Because he likes high heels and panties.
I don't know. The sexual deviation and fetishism, yes, but the schizophrenia, I'm not sure how they
That's
determine that.
kind
Right.
This is also, I would
early
think,
They
They
probably
infant
lumped all
stage.
that too in together.
Yeah.
Like,
It's got to be the infant
Yeah.
stages of them even kind of
Yes.
starting to
I think so.
understand this.
Yeah.
So he would go to school during the day and he would be at the hospital at night, the psychiatric hospital.
regular school?
Yep.
Oh,
So he
wow.
wasn't done with
Yep.
high school.
Wow.
So I know for sure that during this part he is 17. So when he attacked the girl, if it happened,
Probably- I mean-
he's probably 17, as you know.
Yeah.
Considering he didn't go to jail, he went straight into this
Right.
hospital. After 9 months of being in the hospital, even though it had been suggested that he could not be rehabilitated, he was released
What?
in December 1956.
Okay.
What blows my mind is he's still going to school.
Yes.
Like,
During the day.
Like, you can still go to school, but your parents don't want to have to bother with you in the afternoon.
Well, I don't know that was necessarily his parents' choice. Since he attacked this girl, they might have the court
Oh,
might
like
have
that's
said,
your punishment is to
you
go to the
have
psych ward.
Yeah, you have to
Okay.
be in here.
That's crazy.
So in December 1956 is when he got released. 9 months he was in there. After high school was over, he went into the military for a little bit of time, and I read somewhere that he was dismissed because of weird obsessions, but I couldn't find that anywhere else to confirm it. So I don't really know if that's true. But it didn't sound to me like he stayed in the military for the whole 4 years.
Right, long enough.
Yeah. After that, he got a job. He trained and got a job as an electrician. So that became his full-time, what he did for his career.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. In 1961, so he's about 22, Jerry was working at a local radio station. Don't know what capacity. I'm assuming wiring of some sort, because I know around here we have tons of wires.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have an electrician
Yes.
on staff. But while he
On
was
staff.
yeah, on staff. In other words, one of my children need to
Yes,
become
somebody
an
better
electrician.
get it together.
So while he's working at the radio station, he meets a 17-year-old girl also working there named Darcy.
Darcy.
Now, I don't know how long they dated, but when they got married, she was still 17
Oh,
years
she
old.
married him.
Yes. And soon after, excuse me, they had a child.
A little bundle of joy.
A bundle of joy.
Because that's what you do back then, for sure.
That's
That's all you are
I'm surprised
existing for.
at 1961 that a 17-year-old girl even had a job, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd expect her mom to be teaching her how to bake
Yeah,
pies
like you
and
need to be at
shit
home.
like that.
Fold the laundry.
all the things that we know how to do.
Yes. So
Joy.
So get this. She had the baby. He wanted her. She's 17 or 18, so her body probably bounced back
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah.
He wanted her
sure.
to do all the housework either naked or in panties and high heels. And she's completely dependent on him. He's the
Whatever
one-
you do, whatever
Yeah.
you say, master.
So she did what he wanted. She did the house
I
cleaning.
think that could be a lot of men's fantasy. They want
I mean,
their little maid.
I just
to
get
come
so
clean.
sweaty when I'm cleaning. That just would not be a look good
I'm not
look.
cleaning trying to look good while I'm
not
doing
trying
it.
to
Most of the
feel
time,
no
I'm
type of way.
raging having to
No.
clean.
I'm not trying to be
Your boobs
turned on.
flopping all over the place trying to scrub the oven. Like, what the
You
hell?
could burn yourself. That wouldn't be fun.
Burn my tit.
That would be terrible.
I love y'all so much. In 1967, Jerry and Darcy had a second child, but at this point, she's like, I'm not doing the naked cleaning gig anymore.
With these kids.
Well, I mean, at some point, you got to be like, I can't be vacuuming naked. My kids are 8 and 9 years old or however old.
Like, dude, what is your mom doing?
Yeah, the neighbors come over to play. She's fucking.
Oh, we're going to his house. His mom's naked.
She naked. Okay, so Darcy's not playing this shit anymore. So Jerry's got to fulfill his fetish some other kind of way outside the home.
Right.
I mean, could they do that like at night when the kids are asleep and she could just clean the room?
Dust around with a little...
She was done with it. She was over it. I don't blame her.
I did not speak to Darcy directly during my research, so I don't know if maybe she tried to work it out some kind of way.
She might have.
Probably.
You know.
Because I'm sure she didn't want him cheating on her or going out.
Going
you know what I'm saying?
somewhere else.
All right. So in May of 19...
Like, I've tried my hardest to fulfill your shit.
But I'm done with it.
I've had 2 kids. My tits are down to my knees right now.
They're definitely going to get burnt in the oven.
May 1967, Jerry started stalking a woman and following her. He broke into her house while she was sleeping because...
Psycho.
I know. He wanted to steal her panties.
Okay.
That's all.
He did not break in to do anything but that. But she woke up.
Of course.
That caused a problem for him. He attacked her and he raped her. Could you imagine just popping a boner right in the middle?
Like, take all of them. You want the ones I'm wearing? Take those too. Here you go. Be on your way.
No.
Can you imagine you're being robbed and somebody's like, give me all your panties? Like, here, have them.
You know what I'd say? I don't wear any.
Sorry.
Fuck you. Less laundry I have to do.
Motherfucker.
Go check the dryer.
Yeah.
Bam. Okay, so now that was May 1967. We're gonna jump ahead a little bit, about 6 months, and we're gonna talk about a time frame. January 68 to April 69. Now remember, the story ended in 69. Okay, so this is about a 15-month period that we're going to start talking about here. In that 15-month period, Oregon State Police were looking for 4 missing women.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So let's start in January 68. An encyclopedia saleswoman.
Wow.
I think she was 19.
Saleswoman.
Yeah.
She go door to door.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Linda Slauson.
Hell no.
Linda Slauson unknowingly made the mistake of knocking on the door of Jerry Brudos' house.
Oh, no.
He invited her in.
Of course.
As you did back in the day.
Come on in. Give me your panties.
As you did back
Have
in the
some
day
tea.
when you fucking had door-to-door salespeople knocking on your door. Like, by the time I was big enough, like, because I was just kind of... I mean, I wasn't even born quite yet when this happened. But I remember, like, if somebody knocked on our door, our instructions were to all hide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, we never answered our
Hell
fucking
no.
door.
No.
Don't you touch that
Nowadays,
fucking door.
yeah.
So he invites her in. You know, Jerry's mom and his 2 kids are in the house. Darcy's at work. He's like, fakes, yeah, I'm interested in buying some encyclopedias. Let's go down to the basement and talk about this.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Your kids are home.
And your mom.
And your mother.
Bring your panties.
Yeah. So they go down.
That's ballsy.
Well, the mom probably was like, y'all don't disturb your dad.
He's buying very educational books for y'all right now. Well, they get down there, and out of nowhere, Jerry hits her over the head with like a board, and she falls unconscious.
Like a 2x4.
Yeah. And then he strangles her while she's unconscious. Now, his mom and kids
That's
are
what I'm saying. Like,
fucking upstairs. You could probably hear their footsteps going across. Yeah.
I probably amped him up even more.
Yep.
I'd be...
the excitement of
could
sneaking.
never.
My kids have been down there by the second I was even walking down the stairs.
What y'all doing?
First step, they're behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jerry then proceeded to spend hours dressing and undressing Linda.
Oh, like a doll.
Like a weirdo.
Yeah.
I mean, she's dead too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By 2 a.m., he figured he needed to dispose of the body, but he wanted a souvenir. He sawed off her foot and kept her foot and the shoe, the high heel shoe she was wearing.
This is the person that I'm thinking of.
Is it?
Yep.
He put it in the freezer. so he could revisit the crime and relive his sexual fantasy.
Over
Foot
and
and a
over
high
again.
heel.
Foot and a shoe.
High heel?
Yes.
She was
All
wearing heels?
Yeah.
Well, back then.
Well, yeah. Late
Going on a
1960s, you're
sales
going door to
call.
Can you imagine
Sounds-
selling encyclopedias, carrying that shit around in heels
And
all day?
walking around.
No,
all
bro. I sold knives in college.
Screw that.
But I only went to people's houses I knew.
Yeah. Not in heels, though.
Plus, I had a fucking set of knives with me. I mean, I could fuck you up if you're trying to take
fuck
me
with
in
that
the,
knife girl.
in the basement. Yeah. So Jerry tied all the rest of her body, remember she's minus a foot, to an engine head and threw it in one of the local rivers. Yeah. 10 months after this, November.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'd
Can
be
you-
over it by the first.
Yeah, like one and done, bro. I'm
too
I
tired
have
for
the
this
foot.
I hit you with the plank. Ugh, I'm over this.
Yes.
I'm so tired now.
You gotta strangle them, cut their foot off, dress and undress them, and then tie them to something, throw them down.
That's too much.
10 months after this happened, so he waited a little while.
Well, the foot was probably not disgusting yet.
It was in the freezer, so.
Still.
Yeah.
November 1968. Jan Whitley's car had broken down on the side of the road
Conveniently.
when Jerry came across her.
Ugh.
He stopped and said, "Come on back to my house. I'll get some tools. You know, I'll fix your car."
I'll grab the board.
What nice high heel shoes, by the way. No, she probably did have high heels on. So she's not worried. This guy looks completely harmless. He's clean cut.
Well, yeah.
He's, it's broad daylight. She doesn't think anything's going to happen. He gets her in the car and somehow manages to get some type of strap around her neck and then slams the strap in the door. So
So she could move.
basically, yeah.
Oh,
And I'm not clear if so he brought her to his house and put her in his garage. But I'm not clear if she died because of the strap in the car or if he killed her once he got her to the house. But either way,
Like slow suffocation on the way home.
yeah, or he might have pulled it so tight and slammed it in the door that it was
That it-
choking her.
Yeah.
Don't know the answer, but he killed her and had sex with her dead body
Bro.
so gross.
for days.
Ugh.
He was leaving her hanging in his garage. He would go in and out and rape her and changing her clothes and putting different clothes on her.
At this
and
point, she's probably smelling.
I would think
Does he care?
Oh.
He
Ugh.
don't give two shits.
he removed her breasts. That was what he took from her.
What the hell?
He's prepping for an ice princess.
I feel like he's going to build a new woman
Yeah.
with these parts.
Frozen 3.
After he did this, he weighed her body down with some type of automotive part and dumped her in a local river. What's so funny? You're laughing at Hannah, laughing at us?
Yeah. The ice princess.
Oh, the ice princess. Okay. Her body was eventually found, but not until July of 69.
Good lord.
This is November 68 when he killed her. Okay, November 68 is when he killed her, 4 months later. Remember,
What?
he waited 10 months. Now he's like, 4 months.
He kept the body for 4 months? I missed what you said. I was laughing.
A few days.
What did he do with her after?
He took her breast and then he tied her to some type of
And threw her
heavy
in.
automotive and threw her in a river.
Okay.
Yeah, there was several different rivers involved in this story.
Gotcha.
I didn't write the
Missing
names of the
body
rivers.
parts and
Yeah.
Oh.
So 4 months after he killed her, Jan, and dumped her, he encountered Karen Sprinker.
Sprinker.
Not sprinkler, Sprinker.
Sprinker.
He came across her in a parking garage and he had a gun and he kidnapped her. He brought Karen to his house. He kept her in the garage.
Where the hell is Darcy through all of this?
Like,
She's
does nobody go into the garage?
Probably not.
She's naked cleaning, man.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what she's doing.
Like,
This is his house. He's bringing these
that's
women
what I'm
to.
saying. Like, I don't understand how.
He raped Karen.
That's crazy.
He took pictures of her standing naked in his garage, which I saw one in the anyway.
Oh.
She begged him not to be killed. He put a rope around her neck and hung her until she died. He watched her.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I know he watched it.
He watched her in her high heel shoes, struggling and kicking the
That's
floor
crazy.
and the wall while she was dying.
And where is everyone else during this time?
Like, where is your mother?
Darcy's at work. I don't know. Kids are at school. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But he raped her dead body. Then he cut off her breast and disposed
now
of
he
her.
has
Is he
two
still-
pairs.
Yeah, double breast. Is he still working at the radio station at this time?
No, he's just an electrician. That's all I know.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
he might go make service calls at
Yeah,
people's
house calls
houses
or whatever.
and have
No big
time
deal.
in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Remember the time frames. He waited 10 months, then he waited 4 months, 1 month.
Yep. Fiending for it.
April 21st, 1969. Jerry's on the hunt again. He comes across 24-year-old
Fur.
secretary named Sharon Wood. So Sharon got up that day. She dropped her kids off at the babysitter. She went to work. She worked all day.
She was hustling with dropping them kids off and all
fucking
that
hustling.
extra shit.
Yes. And
That shit sucks.
Doing all the shit while he's
Like, I
just
cannot wait.
living his best
for
life
Blaze
with
to be
his
able to
stupid
drive.
fetishes.
yes.
What the
But
hell?
Sharon goes to leave her job at the end of the day and she can't find her car keys.
Of course.
So she thinks maybe I left them in the car,
Which is in
a parking garage.
the
Surprise.
garage.
Where Jerry's ready.
So she goes to the parking garage. The only problem is, and I've been guilty of this a couple times in my life, she couldn't remember exactly where she parked her car.
Yeah.
I did that at
Yeah.
Walmart yesterday.
Yeah.
Row
well,
13.
She kind of all of a sudden realizes there's a guy following her around the parking garage. Give you one guess who it is.
Jerry.
Exactly.
Old Jerome.
He comes up behind her, taps her on the shoulder, and he's like, "Ma'am, you too?" As if to say, "You're lost, so am I."
Oh,
Yeah.
Ugh,
She's backing up from
let's
him.
find our
Creep.
cars together.
creep.
She's backing up from him. He pulls a gun on her.
See, he got crazy with the gun. He's doubling up with the gun. He's double breasting.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally just doing the same shit closer and closer.
He wanted him to be bigger, so he had to get two pair.
Stacked them on top of each other.
So
This is very strange.
he told Sharon, "If you don't scream, I won't kill you."
Lies.
Her fight or flight kicked in,
Jerry
Oh,
be
yeah.
lying.
and she started screaming.
And he shot her.
Nope. He went toward her and grabbed her by the neck. And somehow, during the tussle, his finger got into her mouth.
And she bit it off.
She bit down
Good job,
Go, Sharon.
girl.
hard as she could. And at that moment, she got something called fear paralysis.
Oh no.
And she could not open her mouth. Her
What?
jaw was locked.
With the finger in the...
in the fingers in the mouth.
Blech.
Yeah. She's biting his finger and she cannot relax her jaw and let go.
What the fuck?
So they're in a parking garage, right?
Finger in the mouth, jaw is locked. Did she bite it off?
No, she did not bite it off.
I would have bit it off. And ran.
I don't know how she didn't if she had her jaw locked down.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're in a parking garage and a car starts. They can hear it. It startles both of them.
Now poor Jerry's scared.
Exactly. I'm thinking he's pissing his pants because
he
he's
can't get
P-word.
away because
about to be caught.
My finger's locked in her mouth.
Yes. He grabs Sharon's hair, throws her on down to the concrete, and keeps slamming her head against the concrete until her jaw relaxes.
God.
And she opens her mouth, and he can take his finger out. And he runs.
Yeah.
But he forgot his gun.
Dumbass.
So he went back,
There. Oh,
Jerome,
okay.
you are stupid as fuck.
got his gun, and left.
Left her.
Yes, she's alive, and Jerry's gone.
Ooh.
So we have...
She's about to get it.
Yep.
She thank God for that car.
At this
starting.
moment, that's when he knew he fucked up.
You done fucked up, Jerry.
He's all, "Sharon, you got me fucked up."
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 days after this happened, 2 days, Linda Salee. Now we have another Linda.
Linda, listen.
The encyclopedia girl was also a Linda.
Ah.
This is a different Linda. Linda left her house that day, headed, I think she's like 22 or something like what?
Are we at 4? This is
This
the
is-
4th between this month, 15-month span? Or 5th? 4th?
5th.
5th.
3 murders and 1
Yes.
Sharon escaped.
Yes.
Now the 5th one.
Yes.
So they wouldn't be looking for Sharon because she's not a
Yeah.
she's not a missing
Yeah.
person. Okay. Linda got up that morning. She's going to the mall. She's got to buy a birthday present for her boyfriend and then go to his party.
For her boyfriend.
And then she never came home. So she went to the mall. Her family reported her missing. She was number 4 to go missing.
Mm-hmm.
17 days after she went missing, May 10th, 1969, 2 fishermen found a body in the river.
God damn.
Man.
It turned out to be Linda Salee.
How did they find her and nobody else scrolled across the others?
Maybe he had run out of heavy car parts and didn't have a good way to weigh her down.
Probably so.
Yeah.
But they found her.
Damn.
And I'm going to tell you what actually happened. We know she went shopping at the mall. She's making her way to her car in the parking garage.
Screw the parking garage. I ain't parking in that shit ever again.
No.
Screw it. Well, I'd have a weapon in my car, so
Yeah.
Well,
I can get to my
she
car.
didn't even make it to her car because
Yeah.
Jerry approaches her and says he's a security officer
Of course.
and he is accusing her of shoplifting and puts her in his car.
Can I side note of
Wow.
shoplifting?
What?
The other day, I'm walking out of Marshall's and the freaking beeper goes off. And the lady's like, ma'am, you need to come back in here. So I'm like, okay. So I put the bag down. There's nothing with a beeper. I don't know where there could be a beeper. I'm like, I'll take my shirt off for you right now. I have to go back to work. You want to open my bag? You want me to take my shirt off? She's like, that's not necessary. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to keep checking the bag. No, y'all are not going to keep checking. Give me my money back. You can keep all the shit if that's what's going to beep off.
Right.
So I walk out with the bag in hand after they didn't find anything, and the motherfucker doesn't beep.
What the hell?
I don't know.
You got me fucked up. I was so mad.
I bet you were.
I'm in here all the time. Y'all are going to act like I'm stealing.
Right.
I will take my clothes. I'll do it in front of everybody.
That's
I don't
not
give
necessary.
I don't give a
That's not
shit.
necessary.
If I take you out to the parking garage, will you take your clothes
Yes,
off?
and pose naked for pictures.
Yeah. So he put her in the car and he tied her up and brought her to the garage at
This
his
is
house.
standard protocol. We tie you
Yes.
up when you shoplift.
She's still alive, okay?
fuck?
She's still alive. He hasn't killed her yet.
Darcy had to have left at this point. Like, there's no way she's still married to him.
Okay, let me tell you what
Alright,
he
sorry.
did. No, Darcy's still there. Not only is Darcy still there, old Jer
Jer Bear.
leaves Linda tied up in the garage and goes to eat dinner with his fam in the house.
Jesus.
So Darcy
You stay right here.
It's another level of like, how do you split your brain to be like, I
Just flip
there's
back
and
no
forth.
way. There's
Psycho,
no
normal.
way.
Psycho, normal.
So he went and ate dinner with his family in the house.
Like nothing's wrong.
Then he went back to Linda in the garage, but she was almost out of her restraints.
Oh.
So
You
when
needed
he
to have dessert.
when he sees no, that's
Like
right.
that dessert and coffee.
When he sees that, he attacks her,
Well, yeah.
and she fought hard,
Good.
but she did not make it.
Damn it.
Poor thing.
As she was dying, laying there, Jerry raped her,
Like mid-death.
and also he experimented on her body after she died.
Oh God.
He took needles and put them in her ribs, and then attached electrical wires.
For what?
What is he, like Dr. Frankenstein
Like,
now?
really?
Like
He's putting his electrician skills to good use.
He tried
Practicing.
He's trying to bring her back to life. Is what he's trying to do. Reanimate her. But all it did was burn her skin. That's it. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. So a couple days after they found Linda's body, they found Karen Sprinker's body. Karen had been living in a dorm at the University of Oregon. All these women are young. They're like
Yeah.
19, 20, 22,
Yeah.
24, something like that.
Unmarried, probably.
I mean, the lady who had the 2 kids might have been married, but she wasn't. There wasn't a situation where her husband could have defended her.
Right.
Right.
But this woman, Karen, she lived in the dorm at the University of Oregon. So the cops were like, let's go over to the dorm and talk to some people and see if we can just figure something out
Yeah.
who this guy is. Get this fucking shit. Jerry would call the dorm and just randomly ask for a woman's name. He would make a name up.
What?
Hey, can I speak to Beth? hey, can I speak to Karen? Hey, can I speak to Melissa or whatever? And sometimes he would get someone, put the phone, okay, hold on, I'll go get her, put the phone down. You know, we're talking back when you didn't have a phone in your dorm room. There's one phone in the hallway.
Everybody's got to use it.
Yeah. So he would ask for a random woman's name, and occasionally he would get a woman to come to the phone, and he would start talking to them, and he would ask them out on a date.
He decided to use Lisa twice.
What the hell?
Linda? You mean Linda? No.
Oh, the first one was the encyclopedia lady.
Yeah, but only one of the people that I've told you about so far was actually at this dorm, University of Oregon dorm. That was Karen.
That was Karen. She went out on a date with him?
Karen did not. But another woman.
I was confused.
So many humans.
No, the reason why I brought the dorm up is because that's where Karen lived. So they were like, let's go here and see if we can find out any clues. Has maybe somebody seen somebody who was Karen with last, you know, blah, blah, blah. That's when they found out somebody's calling the dorm asking for women. The women get on the phone and talk to him. Then he asks them out on a date. At that point, they didn't know who this guy was.
That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
They didn't know who this guy was, but they're like, let's see if we can follow this lead.
I guess because they were all talking amongst themselves, maybe?
Yeah, like some weirdo is calling the phone.
Yeah, I'm just sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
abso-fucking-lutely.
how would that trigger at that point? Hey, is whoever there, like, he had to have done it multiple times at this dorm.
He did it a lot of times. But one
Only
woman,
caught one.
I do not know her name. Only one woman agreed to go out on a date with him. And she did go out on a date with him. And she remembered the date. Not because of a good thing.
No, I can imagine.
This is a weird ass motherfucker. He asked me to see my panties as soon as I picked him up.
He didn't ask her that, but when they were in the car driving to wherever they were going, he asked her, how did you know that I wouldn't murder you and dump your body in the river?
What
For
the
real?
hell?
Okay. She knew about the bodies they had found in the river. She's like, this is too much of a
Hold
fucking
up.
coincidence.
Now he's like bragging and being like,
I mean, I could see someone say, if you go out on a date, someone like,
yeah.
I guess it was too coincidental that this man said this.
Right.
it was
And
for
he was
her.
weird.
It was for her, so she called the police,
Yeah.
which is good. I would have just kind of been like, ha ha ha, toss, you know, like, that's so funny. You're such a jokester. But you know.
You got me there, Jer.
Yeah. But she called the police. She set up a second date with this man.
Oh, wow.
Good girl.
She didn't go on the date.
bet
The
not. The
police
police
did.
did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. What was her name?
I don't know her name.
But how did she get away from the date? Like, was
It was just a
pre-
It was
date.
probably a normal date.
He just
It was-
wanted a date.
He just wanted a date.
figure out who she was and see
So
if
you
she had
got a
big enough
whole
breasts.
ass wife
and-
at home.
Well, she's not cleaning naked. Maybe he was trying to get this girl to clean naked.
Like, you have a whole ass wife at home. You have a whole ass woman hanging that you've been messing with, and then you're going on a like
two sets of breasts, a foot with a shoe.
He's not
Like,
busy
you have it
enough.
all.
He's extra.
He's
okay?
not.
You have everything.
You have
Why do you
way
keep
too many
on?
things going on right now.
All right. So police meet him at the date time, and they're like, "Hey, Jerry, we need to ask you a few questions." But the conversation goes nowhere. They have nothing on him.
Right.
They just wanted to scope him out.
But they decide they're going to keep him under surveillance. And by this point, they also have a picture of him now.
Yeah.
So they start going to women who have been attacked in the area in the last however many months. Hey, here's a lineup of photos.
Who's weird?
Do any of these guys look like the guy that attacked you? Do you remember Sharon Wood, the lady,
comes Sharon.
the lady that almost bit his finger off? Well, she was like, boom. That's him.
Jerry right there.
That's Jer Bear right
Old
there.
dirty ass motherfucker.
Dirty, dirty Jerry.
Got him.
So
I wonder how bad she damaged his finger though.
I would love to know the answer
Like-
to that.
Yeah.
I wish she would have bit it off and got lockjaw, kept the finger in her mouth.
Yikes.
Honestly,
Went to court.
Then you could find him like that.
Yeah, true.
He ain't got no fingers right in my mouth.
And just line up the jagged finger with his.
Look, it fits.
That old trick right there. Okay. So listen. Okay. There was one other person the day after Sharon got attacked. I didn't tell you about this.
Yeah,
And
you
I
were
don't
being
know.
sneaky.
I do not know this girl's name. She was only 15 years old.
Oh, God.
He,
Oh my god.
Yeah. He attacked her. Okay. So the police
Terrible.
went to her.
Where?
I don't know any of the details. And I'm assuming because she was
She's
so
a minor,
young
yeah.
that they probably,
Didn't, yeah.
But the police went to Sharon. Yep, that's him.
Good for
Went
her
to the
for saying
15-year-old girl.
something, though.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's him.
good.
So now we got 2 people.
Yep.
Well, he's at least a criminal at this point.
That's all they need
Yeah.
at this point. Collaboration and
Yeah. So, I mean, they can arrest him for assault.
Right. They have something to hold him on.
Yes.
Yeah. They decide May 30th, 1969, we're going to arrest him. We're going to arrest Jerry Brudos. But him and his family are nowhere to be found.
Oh my God.
Some kind of way,
They went to South Carolina.
South
North
Dakota.
Carolina. Dakota. Yeah.
Some kind of way, I don't know if they had a bolo.
He slithered out.
I don't know if they had a bolo, but his car was seen driving down the road, and the police pull his car over, and Darcy's driving, and the 2 kids are in the front seat.
And no, Jer.
Jer's hiding under a sheet in the back seat.
So
Now,
do you think
what
Darcy
in the
knows about all
hell?
this? Like he went and said, we gotta go. I did this, this, and this. And she's like, God damn it. Now we're married. I gotta fucking handle your shit too.
Well, I don't know the answer, but in my mind, I don't imagine him coming forward with anything he did.
To
I'm
her?
in trouble. We just need to go.
Okay.
I could
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
And you would just go.
And I mean, she trusted him enough to be naked cleaning. So she's like, yeah, let's go.
Well, also he might have put a gun to her, y'all. He's
True.
not
Yeah.
above using a gun.
True.
I promise you, if I was walking around cleaning naked, I would be pissed. Be trying to jab and touch and all that fucking shit all day long. Fuck no.
No way.
Nope.
I picture him just staring.
But you couldn't even
sitting
pay me
and
to.
just-
You couldn't even pay me hundreds of dollars to clean naked. There ain't no fucking
Like
way.
sitting there
Yeah.
while she's cleaning.
Let me clean the toilet. Like what the fuck?
They got the
Sorry.
shit stain in the
That's what
toilet.
I'm saying.
Oh God.
Like moving his chair from room to room, just sipping his freaking tea, watching her like a freaking weirdo.
Well, after 3 days of interrogation,
3 days.
Jerry admitted to the killings.
All of
Good.
them.
And he gave them all the gory details.
Bastard.
He was proud of what he did.
Oh, I hate him.
I bet he was.
He also admitted to attacking Sharon, the finger bite lady, and the 15-year-old girl.
Well, good.
I hate that he did that to a young girl
I know.
like that because that probably screwed her for her whole life.
Yeah. Well, when they searched his house, his garage more specifically,
They found all the boobs.
they found pictures.
That phone is not your friend today.
They found pictures.
Yep.
Remember, he took pictures. They
Oh,
found.
so they found the pictures.
They found the boobs. They found tons and tons of panties.
a freaking big old manifesto of paintings.
So he never got the full ice sculpture he wanted then.
No ice princess.
They
Just
also,
Two boobs and a shoe.
They also
and a
found
foot.
40 pairs of high heel shoes,
God.
like in the attic.
Yep.
These
He's
weren't
just
dark.
This is
collecting.
the exact person that I'm thinking of.
Okay, is
Collecting
it?
Yeah.
high heels.
Well, in June of 1969, Jerry Brudos was arraigned for 3 murders, and the reason why there was 3, not 4.
I know that's weird.
The very first girl, the encyclopedia sales lady, he did that in a different house. So even though he confessed to that, they didn't have any hard evidence to connect.
There
him
was no
to that.
remnants or anything of that killing.
He didn't even live there anymore.
Yeah.
So they couldn't, for whatever reason. He admitted it. We know he did it.
Right. That's weird.
That's so
I
stupid.
know.
The law is so crazy.
I know. And initially he pled not guilty by reason of insanity.
What a piece of shit.
But then he changed it very shortly later to guilty.
Because he wanted to be able to say, hell yes, I did it.
I do not know this for sure, but I feel like they also maybe threw in you're not going to get the death penalty.
We'll bring you high heels once a week. Couple of panties if you're
Bro.
good.
Bro.
Commissary for
God.
heels and panties.
June 27th, 1969, Jerry Brudos was given 3 life sentences.
Nice.
Unfortunately,
Should've
he
had
was going to
more.
be eligible for parole.
Are you serious?
That's
Yes.
insane.
So I don't understand how they gauge the life sentence.
That
Like,
doesn't make sense.
if you can gauge somebody's life by 15 years, is it because that person died at 15 years? You know what I mean?
Old Jerry didn't get paroled either time it came up. So
Well, I
don't
believe
worry.
that.
He didn't get out. He actually became the longest serving inmate in the state of Oregon.
wow.
He was in jail for 37 years before he died of liver cancer.
Good.
in March 2006. He was
good for his fucking
67 years old when he died. So I want to say the 4 girls that he killed. I want to say their names again real quick.
Okay.
Linda Slauson, she was 19.
God damn.
Jan Whitney, she was 23. Karen Sprinker, she was 19. Linda Salee, she was 22.
Golly.
Damn.
So
Think about being 19 and
I know.
the way that your mentality is. Even, I mean, then, but like now, 19, you don't have anything together at 19.
we also don't think you're about to die.
Well, yeah,
You're
but like your
immortal.
whole life
yeah.
was just about to start.
Right.
So he's also called the Shoe Fetish Killer. I went to World's Most Evil Killers, which is a Film Rise show, season 5, episode 10. If you want to watch that,
It's very interesting.
I won't have the same information. that
I know
just
you would
gave
have had to have watched this show that I watched, but I cannot think of what it is.
Were there British commentators?
No, it's like when the
oh, you're thinking Mindhunter.
yes,
Yeah, the
he's
guy
on
that
there.
they brought
brought the heels
shoes
to get that's him.
I have to look at that.
He does not look to me like the guy who played
No.
him in the
No.
Mindhunter show. But yes,
Mindhunters was good.
It was.
I wish they would have kept on with it, but they,
yeah,
that was crap because that shit was good.
they only did 2 seasons.
I know, and
I'm like, can Elon Musk buy Netflix
Can we
and
do
make them do
yeah,
a 3rd or
something.
4th season?
Yeah.
And it's like
they always
let's do
like.
this.
Why do y'all just cut shit off? Like
I hate
you don't
that.
even. I guess they gave it a chance when it first came out, but
I don't know, bro. It's great.
I didn't know anything about it when it first came out.
It's a great show.
It is really good.
Okay, we're doing funny laws.
What
Yes.
letter?
We are on. We are on Illinois.
Oh, I've lived there. Let's hear it.
What, your hometown?
I guess.
There's quite a long list.
I believe it.
Oh,
In
I can only
Illinois.
imagine.
So,
What?
uh,
Did you lose your train of thought?
yep.
All right, here
I
we
was
go.
going to say something stupid, but I just retracted in my brain.
Okay. A state law in Illinois mandates that all bachelors should be called master, not mister, when addressed by their female counterparts.
oh my lord,
That's wild.
that's the law right now,
Well,
or back in the day, or
How you put it when you, I don't know if it was with us or Stump or somebody else, how you put it was
these are current
these
laws.
could have been laws that just nobody ever fooled with
mean,
after they were put in place.
how long have you ever heard? Not how long. Have you ever heard of a law being taken off the books?
No, so that's
So it's a law.
that's
but
how it made sense
Do they
to me whenever
enforce
you
them?
said it.
That's correct. They,
Gotcha. Master.
according to state law, it is illegal to speak English. The officially recognized language is American. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
In the Plain, Illinois,
American.
wheelbarrows with for sale signs may not be chained to trees.
A wheelbarrow?
So if you're selling your wheelbarrow and you think somebody's going to steal it, don't chain it to
The
a
fact
tree.
that you're
Yeah.
putting a for sale sign on your wheelbarrow.
Do people have wheelbarrows nowadays?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. Y'all don't have a rake or a wheelbarrow.
We
Got
don't.
shit, you know why?
We don't.
Because I don't do yard work.
No.
I got too much shit to do inside that I ain't fucking going
That's
outside to
true.
do shit.
You don't want to
very
do
true.
naked yard work.
I am not doing naked yard work. I ain't doing naked clean. If I tried to clean anything naked, my boobs would be literally on the floor trying to fucking clean naked.
You are talking to a
like
old
I gotta
lady.
roll them motherfuckers.
I gotta origami those
Yeah.
bitches to get them in my bra.
You're right. That's
All right.
it.
Eureka, Illinois. A man with a mustache may not kiss a woman.
I enforce it.
Mine got a mustache
he
right
has
now.
a mustache.
Callie
I
hates it.
I love mustaches.
I like the mustache on him.
On my man. I like it when he kisses me and it feels scruffy.
No,
No.
here's why I don't like it because
I don't like it.
my husband, he likes to lick his mustache.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Hi,
like,
Bryce.
They
I'm
probably
like, dude,
both.
what the fuck are you doing?
They probably all do.
I guarantee you they do.
Flavor saver.
like twist it and then.
No, Bryce doesn't do all that, but I'll be talking to him and he'll like poke his tongue out. I'm like, stop fucking doing that. You're going to get that shit off your face if you keep on fucking doing that nasty shit.
Bad habit.
Nasty
Shaving you
ass.
in your sleep.
Or the
bitch.
guys who sit there and they pet their beard.
Oh,
Just while
yeah.
they're talking, just petting
Yeah.
and petting. Like,
It's got to be a certain length. You got to tape measure that shit. Okay, it's too long. Got to shave it.
Y'all ready for the next one?
Anyway.
Okay, Evanston, Illinois. Excuse me.
Ooh.
Bowling is forbidden. They have a few weird laws in this town.
Bowling.
It is illegal to go trick-or-treating on Halloween.
What?
It is unlawful to change clothes in an automobile with the curtains drawn.
What do you have,
Curtains.
Kurt?
Are you in a hearse?
Curtains.
Dude, they have a car that's
Those-
parked out by the daiquiri shop right here off of 42
Those
that has
big
curtains.
vans, those big,
Yeah.
I don't know what brand they are or,
That's them,
model they are.
That's them. We had
but
too
they
many
have-
fucking kids vans.
We had curtains in our van.
Did you?
Yeah, bro. This says automobile.
don't do that
This doesn't
nowadays.
say van.
No.
I don't know.
Oh.
That was for privacy while your parents
That's a
are going
hearse
to
thing.
town in the back seat.
Town.
Yep.
Homer, Illinois. It is against the law to use a slingshot unless you are a law enforcement officer.
What?
So
That's very weird. They're chasing a robber. They
not
pull
gonna-
out the fucking slingshot, get their stance.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit you.
less damage.
This is the last one I'm going to do because Illinois has so many, and it's pretty funny. It is illegal for anyone to give lighted cigars to dogs, cats, and other domesticated animals kept as pets.
Here you go, buddy. You know that picture.
That's some shit I could see
There's-
Josh doing that to Hank.
There's a painting. I think it's a famous painting.
Yeah, they're playing
Could be
poker.
wrong.
Dogs
Yeah,
playing poker.
Yes.
They don't give a fuck if you paint them smoking a cigar.
But I
Just
mean,
don't
you
get
know,
lit
Maybe
lit
that's where
fucking
that
cigar
came
to
from.
an animal.
People started doing that.
Pulling up at your friend's house and your dog's got a cigar in his fucking
He's
mouth.
driving and he's driving me there and he's smoking a cigar.
What the hell?
That's
wild.
it,
That was
ladies.
awesome.
That was a good fetish.
All right.
Look, as
That
soon
was
as
your
you said
fetish
heels,
story.
I was like, oh, I know this.
I mean, I don't feel like it's
crazy.
super weird to like high heels, but I mean, obviously all the
It
other
was-
shit he did
yeah,
was
Yeah.
but it was extra weird then.
He was extra.
Like it's more acceptable now.
to have fetishes and
Well,
things.
no, like heels for men. It's
I
way
saw
more.
someone at
way more
Walmart the other
acceptable.
day, and I had to
You had to
because
look
you
away.
don't normally see them out and about
Was it a drag
with
queen?
heels. I mean, the whole, not full makeup though.
He was just
Oh, just like
he
a
had
boy with heels.
on, and he was feeling himself, and I'm
Good.
like, all right, go ahead.
Go
but it
ahead,
was just
girl.
like, what? Wait a minute. He has facial
Why
hair.
are you, wait a
What's
minute.
happening?
Why are you shopping in high heels at Walmart?
That's true, because he ain't doing that.
I don't know.
Regardless, male or woman, why are you at Walmart in high heels
I don't
shopping?
know.
So
Screw
nowadays, it's more acceptable.
that. Yes.
So,
Well, back then it wasn't at
Heck
all.
no.
yeah.
Like that's why the mom burned them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor. No, never
If
mind.
y'all, no, not poor Jer. No, not poor Jer. If y'all like that story and you want to keep supporting the show or start supporting the show,
Yeah.
You know where to go.
patreon.com/grits. Please go help us out. Ladies are wearing new headphones. We got a new little couch here. We got shit. We gotta, we gotta keep up
With the Joneses.
No, I don't.
The
There's
other
no podcast
podcasters.
Joneses. There's no Joneses I know.
With the times.
We don't know.
No,
them
we have to
Joneses.
keep up with the equipment. Like
Oh,
when
yeah,
when
yeah,
shit
for
breaks
sure.
or wears out, you got to
Yeah.
buy new shit.
When somebody says, "I can't
Yeah.
hear out of one of these headphones,"
or when they take it off and there's little black
yeah,
pieces of plastic from the headphone cover stuck to their ear, then
Yeah,
that's time
slipping off.
when
It's
I
time.
need to fucking get new headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, I think I said at the top of the show we did not win the best female host, but I did post that on our Grits group page on Facebook. If you want to go join that, family, friends, and fans, we're the Effers or the Gritsters. You can go join that, and not only will you see me posting things there, but other people in the group, including yourself, will be able to post things there, and we can all interact together. So
and be
There you go.
weirdly criminal loving.
I think there's so so many true crime lovers now. I don't even think it's weird anymore.
No, yeah. It's definitely acceptable now.
Yeah. Did I forget anything, Hannah? Thank you so much for doing the camera
Hannah.
Well, you can thank me after you watch.
switching. Oh, she said I can thank her after
She's
I
gonna say,
watch.
"You're never doing it again."
Fuck.
Like, I forgot a couple of times. I'm sorry. I
So,
couldn't do it.
That would be me.
Anything else? Anything I missed?
I don't think so.
All right. We love y'all and tell your mom and them to listen, and we're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.
Bye.